Relooted is officially out, and it's not doing good at all. In fact, as of launch now, it has 21 concurrent players at 9:27 p.m. Pacific time on a Tuesday night after launch, with a 57 player concurrent player count peak, which compared to Dustborn, it's almost 2/3 of the way to their all-time peak of 83. And I only bring up this comparison to remind everyone that these games that are heavily promoted by governments or Microsoft pushing propaganda agendas, DEI, activism, very odd directions for games that do not have an audience. More proof the modern audience does not exist. It's always fun. Like I said, when this first got announced, I can't wait to point and laugh at it because we know this is exactly the result of it, which makes you wonder, in a capitalistic society, when the cream rises to the top and the money you put into something you're trying to make more money out of, who are the people greenlighting these games thinking that these are going to make money? I would like to talk to these people and pick their brains and find out who their funding sources are. And if they have investors, are they crazy, or is there some sort of agenda at play here? Because there is no way in hell a game like this would ever come close to making a tenth of its money back. That's the insanity. So this is Relooted. I played the demo of it when it first launched months ago, and I actually brought that video up here. I said I was the only person in the entire world playing Relooted. This is when the demo dropped, and they were supposed to have this big hubbub about it. They couldn't even get a single person playing it. So I played it. Oh my God, hold on. Guys, we're going to be the ones that are the only ones playing this in the world right now. Let's go.
The brain trust. That's where you come in.
Me?
The storyline is ludicrous, by the way. You're a bunch of black people stealing shit from museums to bring it back to African culture or whatever.
It's up to us to retrieve it. My professor of the year vibe. Off the comms, Cuckoo.
It's basically just a runner game on a mobile phone. It's the same game you've played a million times 20 years ago. There's nothing new or special about this game. While I was playing it, I was already bored, but I was like, I'm going to keep playing it because I want to see if it changes into a different kind of gameplay. The entire demo was just running, jumping, sliding some more, speed boosting and jumping, sliding, running. I'm like, there's nothing more to the game. That's the game. That's what people would be buying and getting excited about. No, it was absolutely atrocious. But it doesn't stop wokey journos from trying to pump this game up. This is from PC Gamer. Relooted is a fine heist game, but it's a better history lesson. Correcting dark historic wrongs can feel surprisingly bright. I don't even need to read this article. The only thing I care about when I see that title is who the hell wrote this. Oh, it's a white dude. Gotcha. He's clearly someone that most likely hates his skin, feels like he needs to apologize for being born white, and he wants to just praise black people because it's so stunning and brave to be a black person. This is him. Oh yeah. Correcting dark historic wrongs can feel surprisingly bright. And yes, he is exactly who you expect him to be, because I did some research on him on Blue Sky. Call your senators today. Any amount of pressure we can apply is worth applying. If you're reading this, I am sincerely asking you to bombard your senators' phone lines tomorrow to urge them to pursue defunding and abolition of ICE. Nominal reforms will achieve nothing when DHS has shown an overt and gleeful willingness to ignore the law while brutalizing our neighbors. That's this guy. Emerald Apple. The latest offering from woke, racist white developers, Relooted, isn't doing so well. A game about stealing with extremely stereotypical black characters, with the ugliest character design ever seen. I don't know about that. I've seen Dustborn. This is a slight step up from Dustborn. Released in Black History Month. Less than 60 concurrent players on day one. It is so bad. So bad. You go to Metacritic, four reviews. The AV Club, despite narrative shortcomings, Relooted makes a deep impression. An 83. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. How could you give a basic, generic, average graphics, below average sound and music, average gameplay with just jumping and sliding and running mechanics? That's literally the game. How can you give that an 83? There's nothing more to it. That what I saw, it didn't expand into anything bigger than that. Checkpoint Gaming is 75. Relooted turns a fantastic premise into a fun heist game. Putting its weaknesses in writing and plot aside, repatriating African artifacts is fun. Gaming trend, 60. Relooted makes you feel like you're a mastermind, and escaping is thrilling. But there are just enough problems that drag the experience down to the point you can't ignore them. Funny how that works. Here's the craziest part about it. 8-Bit Eric, 21,000 likes on this post from Epic Game Store. Yet less than 100 people on launch day playing. Activists never support what they are activists for. This is yet another clear-cut case of virtue signaling. 20,000 likes. They can't crack 60 people playing this game concurrently on Steam on launch day. That's insanity. That's insane. This is just people sharing it and liking it, saying, oh, guys, look, I did my hard due diligence work for the day as my activist brothers. I liked the Relooted post. I did my job. Disparu, strong delivery. It turns out those artifacts will stay with their legitimate owners rather than thieves. It's a good day. Quote tweeting Pirate Nation. Relooted, the quote anti-racist game that claims to promote African culture, but focuses on theft, robbery, and looting. The game launched today with a peak of 57 players on Steam. I need to ask you guys, at what point is too much money being spent on a game? Who is greenlighting these and why does it happen? I posted this article on June 7th, 2025 on smashjt.com. This is the entire development team, unless they hired more people. The developers, a South African studio called Nia Makop, proudly describes themselves as diverse and inclusive, as if that's a credential for making good games. For a South African studio, that is an awful lot of white people working at it on a game about black people stealing shit. I just call it like I see it. It's just a little quirky. I don't know. I don't even know what to even say. Again, it's like, it is like money laundering. It is. It 100%. There is no way you can pay every single person here for the years it takes to make the game and then have 50 somewhat people playing it concurrently on Steam to cover a week of one of the people working there. Never mind a week of the entire team. You couldn't even cover 1 week of one person working on that team with the people that are playing this right now. So again, I ask, who is paying for these games? And how does this keep happening? And then contrasting that with other games that are doing well from other indie studios that, I don't know, people actually want to play. Grum says, 2 indie games launched today. One is about breeding cute cats and adventures, isn't woke, and has 65,000 people concurrently playing. The other is African futurist heist game, super duper woke, and has 35. Not 35,000, 35 total. When will they learn? Mugenics, over 65,000 people concurrently in-game with almost 93% positive review scores. Relooted, 35 in-game, 65% review scores. This is, by the way, this is why a lot of these wokey developers can't stand people like me. Because I'm literally telling you, don't do this. No one is going to play your slop game. Stop it. You're wasting time. You're wasting money. And unless a government or an idiot investor has already paid your salary leading up to it, there is no reason to do what you are about to do. Pirate Nation, Mugenics, the viral cat breeding roguelite game, explodes to a #1 Steam seller 14 years after its announcement. Quote, we have made back our development budget after 3 hours, 14 years after its announcement. Cat Tank in real life. Video game investors, when they find out you can make money without DEI slop, it's the dichotomy between the two games coming out at the same time right now is just further evidence to say, why do you keep doing this? It's not the gamers are just bad people and just evil people. It's you. You're making shit that nobody wants to play and then blaming your customers for not buying your shit. It's as simple as that. And that's why they hate us. But I'll leave that there. Oh, yeah. One more. Wait, one more. Tebow. Almost 21,000 likes on this old post for Relooted. Less than 100 players on Steam. Ooh. It's brutal.